And good morning. You're on, Daryl. Shut Up's not with us this morning, so we can't be saying shut up today. But you know what? Yesterday was a beautiful day, even though we got some rain. Rain's not always bad. Well, rain's with us this morning, and it'll stay with us until probably around 3 o'clock. Then we're down to 20%, so enjoy. JC?
And good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. This is Athens in the AM on a Friday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. I guess today's probably the last day of school, because next week's spring break here in Athens. Limestone County's already had spring break, right, Matthew?
Yeah, it's next week.
Oh, so everybody's out together. Matthew, Tom, and Daryl joined us this morning on a Friday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. So spring break for Limestone County and Athens School is next week. So none of y'all going to be here.
Well, I'll be here part of the week.
You'll be here part of the week.
I'll be here.
You'll be here all week.
All week. Just
Okay,
for
so-
you, Jamie.
so you ain't going nowhere?
Right? No, going nowhere. So.
Daryl, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, you'll be. Daryl's our golf pro. Not that I need to know how all that. Frank's our fishing pro over here, because he taught Gloria how to fish and everything. So you know that's
okay.
way that goes. So we'll talk about that in a little bit too. Y'all saw some of that video later. Frank's on the phone this morning too. 230-4988. I don't know why they always cover their mouth like this, like that's going to muffle the sound or something. All right, what else is coming up today? We're going to go back to some video. We were down in Gulf Shores the last weekend. Last Saturday, had a great day to shoot the St. Patty's Day Parade at Papa Rocco's. You saw it in an hour special. They ran 2 hours this week. I did a great job videotaping it, I must say, Matthew. If you never saw it, probably the best video ever. Gloria left me stranded for 3 hours down there. I was parched, no cell phone, nothing. Just waiting on a bunch of drinkers to stroll up the road as I videotaped 1,000 of them down that way. All right, that's what's coming up this morning. You can text Gloria too, 603-4848. Lots of stuff to talk about. Got the Wellness Center folks in here too. We're going to talk about what all they got going on down there. One of the major sponsors of Matthew's big run coming up. Is that a marathon this year, Matthew?
Just a 5K.
Just a 5K. Oh, you sure?
Get to that. Yeah, you can run a marathon that day. We'll be glad to
I might
set
be
you
able
up.
to.
So,
You never underestimate the power of me, Matthew.
Oh, I haven't.
Never underestimate the power. Huh? The power. The power.
I got you.
All right, let's go to Gloria with the weather. Now, it ain't going to be all that bad. I think it's just going to rain this morning, right?
I usually say the power of baloney.
Sounds appropriate.
Sometimes. But yes, he is still. You didn't hear what I did. I'll have to fill you in, Matthew. But let's go over the weather forecast, because yes, we do have rain out there this morning. Be careful as you drive in. The 7-day forecast, here it comes right here. 63 degrees right now, but we're 79 for your high. And by 4 o'clock, they're saying 20% chance of showers, so hopefully that'll all be moved out. And then the weekend is not going to be as bad of a rainy weekend as we once thought, so that's great. Great temperatures.
Stay and watch basketball all day. That's what I was looking forward to. In case y'all stayed up late last night, I didn't, but Michigan State got beat. So that's the first #1 to get beat last night, wasn't it?
I think so.
And then
yeah.
one team won by 1 point. Florida did win last night. That's not in a lot of papers this morning because it was a late game, but they did win last night. So just updating y'all on it. Kentucky, I think, plays the late game tonight. You keeping up with that? You going to sing today?
Oh, no, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, we'll get you. Daryl, what's up with you?
Not a whole lot, just living the life.
Living the life. And Tom, y'all headed to the beach next week?
Yeah, we'll go down.
Matthew, you're making your kids stay home?
That's right. We're going to stay here and celebrate Landon's birthday. So.
Oh, good. What is he, 15?
15, yeah. He turns 8 next Tuesday.
8
so,
next Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring y'all up to date on. Y'all know Whitney Houston died, right? 6 weeks ago. Well, now, official cause of death, drowning. Of course, that was what she drowning. But cocaine, heart disease, and pot and Xanax could have had something to do with it.
You think?
That was what was found in her system.
It's a nice track record.
Says the drug link came as no surprise to many of us who followed her career. Who was that telling me that she wasn't supposed to take a bath by herself?
Cassidy was telling us that.
Where'd you hear that, on TMZ?
Probably.
Yeah, anytime you start doing cocaine, smoking pot, and doing Xanax, that is, let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know something, that ain't a good combination, okay? And alcohol. So, hey.
What a shame.
Yep. But anyway, that was 6 weeks ago.
It doesn't seem that long ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
All right, let's talk about something that's dear to all of our hearts this morning, Decatur Daily. High gas prices, but who's to blame this morning? Gas still $3.75 a gallon. When I went to the beach, Matthew, it cost me $250 to go from Athens to Fort Morgan and back. And gas.
I mean, you know, because that conservative gas guzzling car you're driving, you know. I mean,
you got a lot of room to talk.
Hey,
I filled up.
I get like a mile a gallon more than you do.
I filled
Talking
up.
about.
It was $99.09 was the most I've ever put, and I filled it right at Gulf Shores Parkway. I can run from here to there on a tank. Probably take 20 miles. It says families are canceling vacation. Fishermen are watching their profits burn up because who's to blame for the gas? Well, I can tell you, Obama. Let's just blame him for everything because he deserves it.
That's true.
Blame Obama. But now, okay.
He had a conference yesterday about cutting the red tape of the Keystone.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
And he's going to open it up and get it done.
All right, here's the worstest news of all, Matthew.
There's more?
In USA Today this morning. By next year, gas could hit, I'm not lying, $8 a gallon.
No way.
$8 a gallon. This is on the front page of USA Today this morning. Said crude oil could go to $2.40 a barrel.
Are you going to...
Gas prices could double if Iran acts to close the Strait of Hormuz to oil tanker traffic near the beginning of next year, cutting global economic growth by more than 25%. However, they do lack the military might to close the strait for long. So it may be only a temporary 3 to 4 month deal, but gas could go, it could stay 160 a barrel in the second quarter. This is next year now. If it hits $240, $250 per oil barrel, then we're going to be talking about $8 a gallon. They're already saying it'll be $5 a gallon come this summer.
Are you going to start talking to Barry Kay about which
That extension cord thing
car
he's got
you
driving
get?
around. First of all, I don't care if it goes to $10 a gallon. You got to have it.
Yes, you do care if it goes to $10 a gallon.
Well, I just won't go very far.
You'll be walking to
I'll
work.
hardly get out of Athens now.
That's right. That cycling won't be a class anymore.
Yeah, I'll be right.
What you're doing to get around
I'll be riding, taking that bicycle out. Taking the,
Put that extra wheel on there. I need both of them.
We've got 2 brand new bicycles we bought when we first moved here
yeah,
5
I
years
forgot
ago at
about
Walmart. Paid by one, $90, $100 each for them. We've ridden them once around the circle we live on.
I think I went a few more times than you.
I don't believe you did.
I think so.
Once.
Better make sure
Around
they
the
work.
circle.
You're going to need it.
But I've got an alternative. Now that you mentioned it, Matthew, I've got an alternative.
What?
Mule Day's coming up March 29th and April 1st in Columbia, Tennessee. You can always ride a jackass. You ever been to Mule Day,
You
Matthew?
just love the
I
excuse to say that.
have not.
They have.
I've
Frank's
missed
been
out,
there.
I'm sure.
They have over 100,000 people go to Columbia, Tennessee. Tom, you ever been?
I have not.
You need to go. The annual Mule Day celebration in Columbia is scheduled for Thursday, March 29th through Sunday, April 1st. Festivities begin at 10 on the 29th. The parade is the biggest thing, obviously. On Saturday, March 31st, it'll be live bluegrass and all that. The parade is free. We've been to the parade. You've never seen jackasses on display, Matthew, as you have in the Columbia Day Mule Day Parade.
Can you not just say mules?
They're jackasses.
They're mules.
And mules. And a lot. You've been there. You know what it's like.
Oh, Cassidy was there too when he
So,
was
You got to watch where you step. But I
Purchase
mean,
one?
huh?
I mean, can you purchase one? I mean, if we're going to need to
No,
ride.
You go to the sale, yeah. I mean,
okay.
Matthew, if you want in the parade, I can get you in the parade. Huh?
It's all right. I think I'll pass.
If you want in the
this year.
parade, I can get you in the parade. All right, a couple other quick things we'll talk about on this Friday morning as we get cranking. USA Today. New Orleans Gulf Coast reeling from NFL penalties. Outrage, disgust, and shock. No, I'm not talking about LSU getting beat by Alabama. They still ain't got over that yet. Now we're talking about Sean Payton making $7.5 million a year as the coach of the Saints being disqualified from coaching for 1 year with no pay.
should have done that.
It's a black eye for Louisiana. So besides Alabama beating them 21-0 and humiliating everyone in the great state of Louisiana, now, that's not really in here, but I'm just kind of reading between the lines a little bit here. Obviously, the Saints messed up. They were warned and didn't do anything about it. So it's a fallout, Tom, all around the city. Some are saying it's almost as bad as Katrina.
Well, you know, there's rules.
That's what they say, almost bad as Katrina.
They just use it as an example, I think.
All right.
Yep.
But now my number one subject on this Friday morning I like to talk about is me. Obviously, we all know that.
Yes, we do.
Dear Abby this morning, I need y'all's advice. I should have done a Judge Jamie on this, but I'm not. Huh?
Dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. This is a good one, Matthew. Tom, pay attention. Daryl. It says called doubling
What are you
up
looking at
makes
me
room for
for?
2 wives, because you're going to be in this.
Oh, I am.
Years ago, I lost my beautiful wife. We had been married for more than 30 years.
Aw.
I bought a plot at the cemetery for both of them. She's buried there now. Well, I've since remarried and been blessed with another wonderful woman. There are no spaces left next to the existing plot where my other wife is buried. Although I'd like to be placed between both my wives when the time comes. Jamie, any recommendations on what I should do?
First of all, not ask Jamie.
That's probably a good idea. That's probably the best advice you could
Well, okay, let's say this happens.
Oh, this ought to be good.
So I got all them plots out at New Hope in the cemetery out there.
Yes, I noticed.
Okay,
all 18 of them there.
let's say you go first.
Let's say no.
If you go first, then I'm gonna bury you out there. You got it?
I'll make my own arrangements.
So more than likely, knowing my past reputations, I'm gonna get hitched again.
I don't care.
Well, no, it ain't gonna matter to you.
I know, I'll be in a happy
So
place.
the question is, if that happens again, and I got another woman out there, and she goes too,
You're probably killing us.
So somebody should investigate.
but it says here, if there are no plots available, Matthew, ask about a double deal where you got one casket here and another one on top.
Really?
Now
You
they're
are
doing
not
that at
gonna be buried on top of me.
if I'm not mistaken, they do that at Maple Hill. Do y'all know?
I think so.
Don't?
I think they do.
No, Maple Hill. You have a couple of options, according to Daryl.
Oh, I've
One
got
would be to
several
ask if
options.
you got double depth burials. I need to call Limestone Funeral Homes, call my buddy Kenny, see what's happening.
Right.
It says here, I talked to the executive director of the Funeral Ethics Organization.
Yeah.
She says, remind me years ago, funerals were handled at home and by the community. Children grew up understanding. I've gone, average adult plans only one funeral in his lifetime.
You're
So-
set.
I tell you what I'm going to do. Here's the plan. I doubt if I get remarried again, say something happens to you tragically.
You've never not been married. Why do you doubt it?
If that happens, probably I'll just dig you back up. Because I doubt if I'm going to find anybody as good looking as you are again. I might find somebody with more money or something, but I'll just dig you up and have me put me on top of you.
No, not happening. You know, there's things called
Matthew,
will.
would that not be the perfect idea?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Where does he get these things from?
I don't know. Maybe this is something y'all should work out after the show. Maybe.
What do you get, those pre-burial things?
Yeah, and a will. You won't have.
You know how many
to
plots
say
we
so.
own in New Hope Funeral Home, at the New Hope Cemetery?
If I die before you, there better be an investigation.
We own a bunch of stuff out there. My dad did because they just since passed away. And it's got Cooper, and then there's a big space to my grandparents over
18.
there. Okay, well, there you go. Got plenty of room.
Then why do you have to be on top of me? Never mind, don't answer. Well, we're not going to go
Happily
there.
ever after.
Can y'all believe she asked me that question?
No, I cannot. Matthew,
Cause,
hit me.
can I answer?
No, no. Frank,
Cause that's my favorite place to be.
Frank is being.
We probably
You
know
set
that.
me up,
Yeah.
Daryl.
She did.
Well, you can. If I die before you, you can marry someone else.
I'm not asking permission
Lucky
to. I mean,
them.
that's a given.
Lucky them.
If I go first,
You will.
I'm carrying you with me.
That
All right, I got to take a break. We'll
that
come back
hammer's
with you watching
looking better
Cooper and
and
Company
better.
Live on a Friday morning edition. We'll come right back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
That's
Still on?
fun.